Welcome to Bite Size SEO News, where I find the top 3 news in digital marketing so you don't have to, where I make news easy to digest and easy to follow. If you want to read the article, links are posted in the show notes below, so you never have to worry about FOMO. My name is Rich Ung, your host. Today is September 23rd, 2021, episode 8. Coming up, fresh out of the oven are today's top 3 news you definitely don't want to miss. Story 1. Discord starts testing YouTube integration. Story 2. Twitter's new features. Story 3. Google adds more transparency. If you're ready, let's get into it. In our first story, this one's from Tom Warren of The Verge. Discord is starting to test YouTube integration, just weeks after Google-owned YouTube forced 2 popular Discord music bots offline. YouTube integration has started appearing in a small number of Discord servers today as part of what appears to be a new test of a collaboration between Discord and YouTube. The feature is called Watch Together, and as the name implies, it allows Discord members to watch YouTube videos together. A test of a similar Discord feature started 10 months ago before disappearing and resurfacing as Watch Together today, and we understand the company has reprioritized this particular feature due to the recent music bot shutdowns. Watch Together is very similar to the experience of someone broadcasting their screen in Discord, and the button to launch it even appears alongside the video and screen sharing options. It is designed specifically with YouTube in mind, allowing Discord server members to create a playlist of YouTube videos by searching or pasting in YouTube links. You can even toggle the remote button that lets other Discord server members share the ability to control playback. While it's not identical to the popular Rhythm and Groovy Discord music bots, you can use Watch Together to listen to music through YouTube and Discord. You may end up hearing or seeing ads though. Discord warns when you first use the Watch Together feature that you may see ads during YouTube videos. The addition of ads and potential revenue opportunity for Google-owned YouTube comes just weeks after YouTube began aggressively shutting down Discord music bots. The Google-owned company sent a legal cease and desist letter to GroovyBot last month, forcing the popular service offline within days. YouTube then turned its attention to the most popular Discord music bot, Rhythm, and it ceased working earlier this month. It's understandable that this is only rolling out to Discord friends and family servers today, followed by a wider beta to small servers and then broader availability in the next few weeks. Discord is tentatively aiming to launch it to all users by the end of October. If you're interested in testing the feature, it's currently live in Discord's Game Labs server. And if this story appeals to you, you can read more about it in the show notes. Next story. This one's from Steven Melendez of Fast Company. Twitter is announcing several updates that it says aim to drive better conversations on the internet. They include new and enhanced features to help people sell their creative work on the platform. Twitter pointed a desire to go beyond 280 characters, the current length of a standard tweet, in communicating on Twitter. The platform started out letting people post messages of just 140 characters, but it's going to be used for sharing more diverse types of content that can sometimes feel shoehorned into the tweet platform. Politicians sharing screenshots of lengthy statements, people promoting newsletters on services like Substack or Patreon, and musicians and videographers linking to audio and video on other platforms such as SoundCloud, Bandcamp, and YouTube. Twitter recently rolled out Spaces, a live audio feature that's been compared to the viral platform Clubhouse. Esther Crawford, Twitter's product lead for creative monetization, announced that new features for Spaces are coming soon, including a program that will give some financial support to people hosting audio discussions and events on the feature. Twitter also plans to make it easier to replay Spaces audio after a live stream is over and to more heavily promote Spaces in people's timelines and also on the app. The company is going to keep rolling out ticketed Spaces events so that people can charge admission to their audio streams and control how many people have access. It's also going to provide financial and marketing support to Spaces users who plan to recreate regular shows on the platform. Twitter is also going to expand access to what it calls super follows, where users can allow followers to buy a monthly subscription to see additional paywall content they post, somewhat similar to platforms like Patreon and OnlyFans. There are only plans to give writers new ways to promote newsletters created on Twitter, a service Twitter began offering when it acquired the newsletter service Review, a deal announced earlier this year. The company is also expanding its existing tipping feature, where people can send money to Twitter users with tools like Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App to new countries and new payment methods, including cryptocurrency. Make sure to check out Steven's article for more information. Our final story for today, this one's by Sarah Perez of TechCrunch. Google today announced a change to its online ads, which will now display new disclosures that allow web searchers to see not just who the advertiser is and why the ad was served to you, but also what other ads the advertiser has run with Google, starting with the most recent. The changes are a part of Google's broader revamp of its ads business in the face of increased regulatory scrutiny and a broader shift across the tech industry to technologies that promote transparency and consumer privacy. In this case, Google is building on last year's launch of its advertiser identity verification program, which requires advertisers to disclose their personal information, including documents that prove they are who they say they are and those that confirm which country they operate from, as well as details about what they're selling. These disclosures began rolling out last year to advertisers who buy ads from Google's network. So far, Google says it's begun verifying advertisers in over 90 countries worldwide. Now it's including expanded disclosures in its About This Ad product too. Within these new advertiser pages, anyone will be able to click to learn more about the advertiser and access a menu where they can view all the ads a specific advertiser has run over the past 30 days. Google presents this as a useful tool from a consumer's perspective by noting how a consumer who saw a product for sale, like say a coat, could use the tool to learn more about a brand and its other products. But it's clearly also useful as a means of identifying possible bad actors in the advertising ecosystem, as it would showcase a history of the advertiser's ads in one public-facing destination. From here, users will also more easily be able to report an ad for violating Google policies around things like prohibited or restricted content such as counterfeit goods, dangerous products, inappropriate content, abuse, violations of internet-based ad policies, ads that deceive the user, non-compliance with local election laws and regulations, and many more. To date, Google has also announced a number of significant moves in the ad space, including the addition of integrated ad blocking in Chrome, new limits to political ad targeting, and it announced plans to move away from third-party cookies. If you'd like more info, you can check out Sarah's article in the show notes. That's it for today's show. We've made it to the end. You're good to go and ready for the day. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please rate the show so it helps spread the news and I can continue doing what I do best, which is providing you the latest SEO news you just cannot miss. Served tapa style, making it easy on the stomach and on the go. Once again, I'm your host, Rich Ung, and I'll see you on the flip side.